You love me.
It's not that simple, no.
If you've been watching my channel for a long time, you'll know that I always say you need to give a TV series an amount of episodes before you tap out, because you don't know what you're going to get. Even if the first episode is dire and tragic, you don't know. Sometimes the pilot of that particular series isn't good. And for me, this one was terrible, the first episode. So we're going to be talking about Killer Soup and whether you should stick it out. Let's jump in. Swathi dreams of owning a restaurant. When murder derails her plans, she and her lover take an outrageous step to replace him with her husband. So this is meant to be a thriller, but it's definitely more of a dry, dark comedy. And that alone kind of put me off. That first episode was so weirdly comedy. The pacing of the comedy with the storyline that they're trying to establish really took me out of the moments. It felt almost slapstick, like I was watching a sort of comedy slapstick moments of things that were happening, even when it was a violent moment on screen, which there are quite a few of. It came across comedic, and so I wasn't sure how to take what was going on screen. Like, am I meant to be laughing at this, or is this just funny because of the way it's filming or culture specific? And I think the culture specificness of it definitely plays a part in this, because I've seen a number of Indian series, movies, and sometimes the comedy works for me, sometimes I just don't get it. And I think the way they started this, I was just like, yeah, I'm not into this. However, I did watch episodes 2 and 3, and I have to say I tapped out at the end of 3. I think if you want to watch a full review, Movies and Munchies has done a great review on his channel. You can go and check it out. But for me, it does get better to episode 2 and 3. There are less comedic moments like that, but the pacing feels very out of tune for the story that they're trying to tell. It also feels like they're going to be breaking up the story in a way that you're following a number of characters. It's hard to get to grip of everything that they're trying to tell you, and when you start doing that, you're not sure who you're rooting for. There's so many elements in this that feels like it's all over the place, that when it's funny in the way that still carries on a little bit into episode 2 and 3, I don't know how to take that. And when there's a character that are like, am I meant to be rooting for her or him? It's like, I don't know. If I don't have anybody to root for, who do I care for? And that's what takes its time for me. There are good acting moments in this that I thought some of the characters were starting to establish their role, and I was starting to get behind some of the characters. The cinematography for the most part is good. Costume design is excellent, particularly the cinematography at night shooting, beautiful aesthetics to look at. Very well filmed. Nothing of that sort of design is badly done. It's just the way the story is told that really put me off. And with the amount of TV series I'm currently watching to review and just enjoy, I thought, no, I don't have time for this in my life. So obviously not going to give it a mark, but for me, this is a pass. Let me know your thoughts and feelings if you've watched this. Thanks so much for watching, but most of all, until next time, remember, live long Tuesday.